Hello students, let us continue the session on rational numbers. In our previous session, we started a discussion on the questions from NCERT exemplar. Let us continue further. We had solved till question 37. Let's start with question number 38 onwards. Question number 38. Minus 5 by 7 is dash than minus 3. We need to identify whether it is larger or smaller. It has to be larger or smaller. Let's check whether it's larger or smaller. For that, I will consider the numbers. If I want the denominator as 7, I need to multiply 7 over here. So this is same. Now if you compare negative 5 and negative 21, negative 5 is larger. So the answer is greater than minus 3. There are dash rational numbers between any two rational numbers. We have learnt that between two rational numbers we can have infinite number of rational numbers. So the answer is infinite. The rational numbers 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 3 are on the dash side of 0 on the number line. They are in the opposite sides of 0 on the number line. When you look at the number line, if there is 0, consider at the center. Towards the right side it is 1 by 3, towards the left side it is negative 1 by 3. The distance between them, they will be equal. I have written x units here, they will be equal to each other. Question 41. The negative of a negative rational number is always a positive rational number. So the answer is positive. The rational numbers can be added or multiplied in any order, and the same property we called it as commutativity. The reciprocal of minus 5 by 7 is minus 7 by 5. The reason is, when we multiply negative 5 by 7 with negative 7 by 5, the product becomes equal to 1. Since 5 will get cancelled and 7 will get cancelled, minus 1 times of minus 1 is positive 1. Question number 44. The multiplicative inverse of 4 by 3 is, it is 3 by 4. The reason is 4 by 3 on multiplication with 3 by 4, the product becomes equal to 1. The rational number 10.11 in the form p by q is, this will be 1011 divided by 100, because when we consider this number as x 10.11, if I multiply 100 times of x, we get the decimal shifted to the right side, it becomes 1011. So x will be equal to 1011 divided by 100. What I have done is I have divided both the side of this equation by 100. Next one, 1 by 5 multiplied to 2 by 7 plus 3 by 8 is equal to 1 by 5 into 2 by 7 plus 1 by 5 into 3 by 8, and we call this property as distributivity. The rational numbers lying between negative 2 and negative 5 with a denominator 1 are is negative 3 and negative 4, because when we look at the number line, when I consider negative 2, the next negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, these negative 3 and negative 4 can be written as minus 3 by 1 and minus 4 by 1. So these are the numbers. Now the next set of questions are related to true or false. If x by y is a rational number, then y is always a whole number. This particular statement is false, because the definition of rational number says that x and y must be integers and the denominator shouldn't be equal to 0. So it is always a y value is always a non-zero integer. Question 49. If p by q is a rational number, then p cannot be equal to 0. This statement is again a false, because p can be 0. Only q should not be equal to 0, p can be equal to 0, because 0 is same as 0 by any number. It is in the form of p by q, with p and q integers, and q is not equal to 0. If r by s is a rational number, then s cannot be equal to 0. This particular statement is a true statement, since the denominator should not be equal to 0 in p by q form. Question 51. 5 by 6 lies between 2 by 3 and 1. I'll write 2 by 3 and I'll also write 1. This 2 by 3 is same as 2 by 3 multiplied to 2 by 2, so that I can write the denominator as 6. This 1 can be written as 6 by 6. Now if you observe these two numbers, 4 by 6 is smaller compared to 6 by 6, and clearly 4 by 6 is smaller than 5 by 6, smaller than 6 by 6. This particular number 5 by 6 is between 2 by 3 and 1. So this particular statement is a true statement. Question number 52. 5 by 10 lies between 1 by 2 and 1. Again the same method can be followed. 1 by 2 can be written as 1 into 5 by 2 into 5, which is 5 by 10. 1 can be written as 10 by 10. Observe these two numbers. Is this a number between them? No, it is one of the number equal to 5 by 10. Clearly 5 by 10 is same as 1 by 2. Hence the statement is false. Negative 7 by 2 lies between minus 3 and minus 4. We can write this negative 3 as negative 3 into 2 by 2. We get negative 6 by 2. Negative 4 can be written as negative 4 into 2 by 2, which is negative 8 by 2. Clearly negative 6 by 2 is smaller than negative 8 by 2. Now observe negative 6 by 2 less than negative 7 by 2, which is less than negative 8 by 2. This particular number is between minus 3 and minus 4. This is minus 3 and this one is minus 4. So the statement here is a true statement. Question number 54. 9 by 6 lies between 1 and 2. 1 can be written as 1 into 6 by 6, which is 6 by 6. 2 can be written as 2 into 6 by 6, which is 12 by 6. And clearly 6 by 6 is a number smaller than 12 by 6. And between them there is 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6 and 11 by 6. So we have 1 less than 9 by 6 less than 2. It's very clear. So the given statement is a true statement. If A is not equal to 0, the multiplicative inverse of A by B is B by A. This particular statement is a true statement. The reason is when A by B is multiplied with B by A, they get cancelled and we get the product as 1. Statement number 56. The multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 5 is 5 by 3. This particular statement is a false statement. The reason is whenever we multiply negative 3 by 5 with positive 5 by 3, the product will be minus 1 and this is not equal to positive 1. If the product becomes equal to 1, we say multiplicative inverse. In this case, it's not. Question 57. The additive inverse of 1 by 2 is negative 2. This statement is also false because whenever we add this number, we must get equal to 0. In this case, it is not equal to 0. It becomes negative 3 by 2, which is not 0. Actual answer is negative 1 by 2. How do we find that? If we consider that number as x, the sum should be equal to 0, x will be equal to minus half. This should be the negative inverse, additive inverse. Question 58. If x by y is the additive inverse of c by d, then x by y plus c by d is equal to 0. This statement is a true statement because the sum is equal to 0. We say x by y is the additive inverse of c by d. At the same time, c by d is the additive inverse of x by y. Statement 59. For every rational number x, x plus 1 is equal to x. This statement is false because x plus 0 will be equal to x, not x plus 1. If x by y is additive inverse of c by d, then x by y minus c by d equal to 0. This particular statement is a false statement because the sum has to be 0, not the difference, it's the sum. Question 61. The reciprocal of non-zero rational number q by p is the rational number q by p. This statement is a false statement because the reciprocal of non-zero rational number q by p is p by q. Here they have written the same number, so it is false. Statement number 62. If x plus y is equal to 0, then negative y is known as negative of x, where x and y are rational numbers. This statement is also false because x plus y is equal to 0. It means that y is negative of x. Minus y means it is negative of negative x. So the statement is a false statement. Next statement, the negative of a rational number is the number itself. This is true because we have seen in an exercise question, negative of negative x is positive x. Negative of a negative rational number is a rational number itself. The negative of 0 does not exist. This statement is true because 0 is neither positive nor negative. The negative of 1 is 1 itself. This statement is false because negative of 1 is minus 1. For all rational numbers x and y, x minus y is equal to y minus x. This particular statement is a false statement because x minus y will not be equal to y minus x. If you consider an example 1 minus 2, this will not be equal to 2 minus 1. The reason is negative 1 and positive 1, they are not equal. For all rational numbers x and y, x into y is equal to y into x. This statement is a true statement. The product is commutative. Statement number 68. For every rational number x into 0 is equal to x. This particular statement is a false statement. The reason is x into 0 is 0. For every rational number x, y and z, x plus y into z is equal to x plus y into x plus z. This particular statement is also false. The reason is we have the property a times of b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. If you observe here, x plus is there, this has to be interchanged. This will be into, this will be into, this middle one is positive. 70th, for all rational numbers a, b and c, a times of b plus c is a into b plus b into c. This statement is also false. The reason is a times of b plus c, we have a into b plus a into c. Statement number 71. 1 is the only rational number, only number which has its own reciprocal. It is false because both 1 and minus 1 have their own reciprocal. Statement number 72. Minus 1 is not the reciprocal of any rational number. This statement is false. The reciprocal of minus 1 is minus 1 only, because reciprocal of minus 1 is minus 1. 73rd, for any rational number x plus of minus 1 is equal to minus 1. This statement is false because x multiplied to minus 1 is minus x, not plus. It should be multiplication. Statement number 74. For rational number x and y, if x is smaller than y, then x minus y is a positive integer. Let us consider a simple example. 1 is less than 2. What about 1 minus 2? This will be minus 1. We are getting a negative here. So this particular statement is false. If x and y are negative rational numbers, then x plus y is negative rational number. This particular statement is a true statement, because when I consider negative rational number added to negative rational number, we get one more negative rational number. This particular property is called as a closure property. Between any two rational numbers, there are exactly 10 rational numbers. This statement is false because between two rationals, there will be infinite rationals. Statement number 77. Rational numbers are closed under addition and multiplication, but not under subtraction. This statement is false. Under subtraction also they will be closed. Statement number 78. Subtraction of rational numbers is commutative. This statement is a false statement because the difference a minus b is not same as b minus a. Minus 3 by 4 is smaller than negative 2. This particular statement is a false statement because minus 3 by 4 and 2 can be written as 4 is multiplied, we get 8 by 4. Since it is negative 8 by 4. Observe this negative 3 by 4 is larger than negative 8 by 4. 0 is a rational number. This particular statement is true because 0 can be written as 0 by any number. For instance, 1 is in p by q form, where p, q, they are integers and q is not equal to 0. So it follows the standard definition of a rational number. With this question, I'll end today's session. We shall take up the remaining questions in the next session. Thank you.